Working, girl. We're gonna keep on moving.
Do you want your camera to capture you?
Oh, girl, I got it.
Okay, cool.
It will, Alicia. It will, because I'm gonna have it moved around.
Okay.
But right now, it's up close and personal.
Okay.
And welcome to the Vision Board and Beyond Workshop 2025. And so, what I want is, like, Alicia, what you just did as a reminder that we do need to pause, because what we do and how we are and where we go, it's like all of it is sometimes all at once, right? We've had our debrief, because I know coming in yesterday, I didn't want to be here. You understand what I'm saying? Kelly had her moment. I think Sydney was the only one that was happy-go-lucky, and then Nicole was like, "Hey, I'm here," so. So we all had our positions. You know what I'm trying to say? And what I know is that this work I don't take lightly. You understand? I know it's a thing. Vision boarding is a thing. Got it? Although it's probably been over 25 years since I've done one.
Okay.
So it's very interesting, right?
Okay.
But I do know the importance of it, although we're going to do it differently today. We're going to do it differently because it's in my heart to do it differently. So I'm like, who said I can't? I can. I will, and it's going to happen. Okay. It's happening right now. So my point is this, but thank you because you just came in. Mm-hmm. And what I should have did, Leisha, is stop and pause and said, "How you doing, sis?"
Stop shooting yourself.
Okay, stop shooting yourself, Carla. But the importance of what you said, I need to get in the room. You're physically here, but offering yourself in relationship with us right now. Yeah. So I felt that. I think we all did. So I'm grateful. And like I said, going back to that request, I don't know if it was a request, it was more like, does anybody do breath work? Because I do understand the importance of it when we're doing things together, and coming in and connecting, the pause we may need to have, because when we're coming, we may be coming from different places, different stages, different things, different experiences, like you said, all at once, so needing to pause, So ladies, the ones that are working on the We Are One, I am blown away. Yes. I am really blown away by what you have created. I love them. Right? And we will have an opportunity to share, and we're going to capture you on camera, but have an opportunity to share your stories through the work, right? But as far right now, we're going to put them away. We're going to put the girls away. All three of them. The past, present, and future selves. We're going to put them aside, because they're going to take witness of what's happening with the other part of this journey. The We Are One is the pre-work to the Vision Board and Beyond workshop. It is the pre-stuff. It is the reflective elements of what we do, because we've got to sometimes go back to reflect on why we did certain things, where we are right now and how we're contributing or not, and then where we want to go. So they are here in the room, and even if they're not here in the room, they're in us, because you're in the room, right? You're here in the room, and there'll be a witness to this journey, because this is just the beginning, okay? The Vision Board and Beyond is designed to be a 3-month process. What I want to do is break this down step by step and literally pluck those visions off those boards and walk it out, right? Together. We actually have our, Sydney, can you do your journal? Let me use that book right there, honey. I think I gave you mine. We're going to walk this out in our action journal, okay? It is a 3-ring binder where we can put our stuff in, okay? But it's our progress. Yeah. You can add to it, take away from it, but it is about taking action on the things that we say we want, the things we say we want to do, the people who we say we want to be. It's all of that. because we are one. It's not separated. Even in the things that we want, which is so synonymous with vision boarding, we're going to do it a little differently today. Okay. So as we continue, we're going to put our We as One masterpieces aside. They are going to lay witness to the next steps and processes that we're going to go through. And sometimes I just got to breathe. So I'm grateful because what I do know is that I can't do this without you. How a teacher can't teach without students but we're students one to another, right? It's not a hierarchy, right? It is I learn as much as you through this whole process. Ubuntu. Come on. Because I'm here, I'm going to go through this whole process we're going to do it together, right? I may be facilitating and talking, but y'all going to have opportunity too, because you're in the room and you showed up. And that's half of the battle, right? It's just saying, even through the struggles, even saying, oh, I don't know, all that, I'm here and I'm here now. So, third time.
Yes, ma'am.
Teacher. We gonna put we are one away.
She's like third time. She said it once.
Third time.
Snap it together.
Right?
She said it again.
Because what I do know, this time together, it goes so quick.
Yeah.
And I want us to dive into this work because it's layered. Okay. So again, we are in the Vision Board and Beyond workshop. We've done the pre-work. Now we're in the first stage of that. Okay. So what I do want to know is the people who did do the We Are One, I think I want to capture that now. I actually want to capture that now. I think that's important because it's kind of like the segue into the next stage. Okay. I'm going to lead off, and this is how I see it in my mind and my heart, right? And I'm going to just pick them up. Look in the camera. But anyway, this is We Are One. This is my interpretation of the assignment, and it is assignment. It wasn't homework. It was an assignment, right? Assignment in alignment with what and who we are, right? Whether we are there or whether we're growing or whether we're going, whatever it is the process. And the assignment was to create a self-portrait from your past first. Take a picture of it. That is my representation of my past self. Okay. You were asked to print it out, copy it, print it out. Okay. So we can see, yep, it's an instruction. She's looking like, did it? Yeah, it's an instruction. That's all right. Print it out because seeing that process separately, you understand what I'm saying? It's separate, right? So what this came for me is in 2024 is when I discovered neural graphics. And it has taken me on a journey all by itself. And so I'm grateful to have really stumbled upon this process. It's interesting. I was doing just my doodling, and someone said, that's a metacognitive drawing. And I'm like, well, what the what? What is a meta? I was like, oh, okay. So my curiosity led me to research what is a metacognitive drawing. And this is one element that came up. So there's different styles, different what have you. But this is one thing that came up. And I was like, I really like that. So I dove into it, right? So it is a big part of my most current past. I didn't go all the way back to childhood and all the trauma and all that stuff, right? I just wanted to really reflect on my last 12 months, okay, of the year 2024. Okay, so this is kind of a paying attention to what really rolls up, because this led me to so many other aspects of my art. So this represents my past self. Does it look like me? No, it is a representation of me. Because it came from me. It came from inside of me, right? So that's my past self. Then I said, okay, the next phase was my present self. I am grateful for so many things. And that's what really, let me show you this. I don't know if you guys can see. I'm going to put this down. If you can see where she came from. Okay, do I have a turn right? Okay. Yep, I need a board or something, right? This is her figure, her head, her body. Do you guys see that? Can you guys see that? I have this, I'm gonna call it a gift. I'm gonna call it a gift because I'm able to see whether it's things or people, the potential. I'm able to see it. I'm like, I see that. And that's where that gift of exhortation comes in. It comes from a spirit of encouragement. It's like, no, push, we can do this or what have you. So it is coming from that space. So I saw myself, I'm like, oh, I see you. I don't always see maybe a figure in my neurographics, but when I see them, it shows up. So that's what she came and she showed up. She said, here I am. And I'm grateful to have connected to this process. And I'm grateful for so much of what has happened in 2024. A lot of opportunity, connection. One of my biggest blessings is this tribe. Cohort 4 has changed me, right? And so I am grateful for the connection. The lines always represent that for me. It's like just connecting to our and changing things through a drawing, right? So that is the present self. The future self, and the task was to layer one on top of the other. It had to be integrated. They had to be connected, right? Because we are one. It's not segmented. I'm like, past self is not over here. Present self is not here. Future self is not here. We are one. And that is the ACE exercise, artistic creative healing exercise. We are one, right? So what this represents and what it came out, I even discovered some things in it just this morning. I'm like, oh, Lord, powerful, right? So we are one is, again, this represents the neurographic, the connection. I'm just, all the things all the connections that I had. The present self was showing I am grateful for what is happening in my life, right? The things that I drew and meditated on, the intentions that I put out there in the neurographics, it is here, it is real. I'm standing here today in witness to that, right? But the future self, it's like how you see yourself. And what I feel her stance right here, she is calling forth. She is saying, come here. You're already in the process of where you're going. I call you forth. And she's stepping into the atmosphere. You understand? She is not fully developed yet. She's almost clear. She's part of the atmosphere. She's stepping into her purpose, where she's going, what she's doing. This is a representation of that very thing that she sees, the things that she has written, right? She's calling her forth. What was powerful that I saw this morning was it looked like henna to me. It looked like henna. So I'm like, Carla, what does that represent? It represents, I had to write it down because I was like almost in tears because I didn't know that. I know I liked it because I'm a visual person. Okay, let me see here. Anyway, it represents, I'm going to summarize it. It represents a closeness in relationship with marriage. So it's a ceremonial type of process. All of this creative work, right? My husband asked me the other morning at 3 a.m. in the morning, honey, when I used to call you at 3 a.m. in the morning, what were you doing? And I said, I was creating art. That artwork helped open me up to be able to see and receive a man as my husband, something that I had ran from for years, right? So the power of creative expression is it's part of my journey. It is my mission to teach, show, be a part of this creative work that is just rising, and there's a need for it. So ladies, this is my We as One work of art.